What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Big John Fury, father of undefeated British lineal heavyweight world champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, talks and gives his thoughts on the upcoming highly anticipated heavyweight title rematch between his son and undefeated WBC American heavyweight champion Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, right? Big John Fury had a few interesting things to say regarding the fight and regarding the breakdown of the fight and how this fight is going to play out. He highlighted the things that Tyson Fury does good and the things that Deontay Wilder does not do good. With that said, immediately it jumps out at you that he says Deontay Wilder has no chin and no punching power. Says that Deontay Wilder punching power is overrated. He says that if Deontay Wilder punching power was everything that they say it is, when you knock a man down, meaning his son Tyson Fury, in the 12th round of a heavyweight showdown, and usually in the 12th round, a fighter has no more left in the tank, they wouldn't get up, and they shouldn't get up. He says, so Deontay Wilder's power is overrated. He just hasn't fought a guy like Steve Cunningham that knocked Tyson Fury down. Like there's anybody that believes that Steve Cunningham would give Deontay Wilder fits and tons of problems, right? There's nobody that believes that Steve Cunningham would be a difference maker against Deontay Wilder. As he said he hasn't fought any greats. Then he pointed to David Haye because David Haye was going back and forth with him, right? Debating him. So he says he hasn't fought a great like you, David Haye. He hasn't fought a Steve Cunningham. He hasn't fought a Vladimir Klitschko. He says so he hasn't fought any great fighters. And obviously, like any and everybody else, they discredit Luis King Kong Ortiz, and they say that he's over the hill, he's old. You know, it's always discrediting Deontay Wilder's opponents in order to discredit him, right? So he says that Luis Ortiz obviously is old. So he discredits him. And in the first Fury fight, so David Haye said, well, he fought your son. So he goes on to state that, yeah, well, Tyson wasn't ready. He wasn't in shape. You know, that wasn't a real Tyson Fury. He's just a fighter at heart. And Tyson Fury will get up off his couch and fight anybody. If you poke Tyson Fury, this is what he stated. If you poke Tyson Fury, you know, your fingers and hands would just sink into his body because how soft he is. Ironically enough, Tyson Fury and his camp and everybody who would listen would tell anybody that that was one of the greatest shapes Tyson Fury has been in his entire career. Now, we know he lost a lot of weight going into the first two tune-up fights. Should I say going into the first fight that he had. By the time he fought Deontay Wilder, he had the weight loss camp, 2 training camps, and the training camp for Deontay Wilder. How much more training camp do you need for an athlete, right? So you're saying after the Deontay Wilder fight, when he fought Otto Wallin, when he fought Tom Schwartz, he wasn't in great shape, but he won those fights. So essentially what you're doing is discrediting those opponents, and you're saying that he truly didn't fight anybody because he wasn't in shape. That's why he won those fights. You see how that works? But yet, in the Otto Wallin fight, he went tooth and nail in that fight. Had 2 gashes over his right eye due to the fact that Otto Wallin was better than what they thought. And so he says that Deontay Wilder absolutely cannot fight off the back foot either. That's why the game plan is to back him up. He says Deontay Wilder does not have a jab. There's a lot of discrediting Deontay Wilder. He pointed to absolutely nothing that Deontay Wilder does good. He said he doesn't have a good chin. His punching power is overrated. He can't fight off the back foot. The only thing he has, ironically enough, he says, is the right hand. But if only thing he has is a right hand, then that means he has punching power. Or if he don't have punching power, then the right hand is null and void. Because you have a right hand, you have a left hand, but if you don't have no power, then what's the point in mentioning either hand? You see how that's a contradiction. The only thing he has is a right hand, but essentially he said that he doesn't have any power, so he doesn't have a right hand because the right hand doesn't come into play because there's no power, right? Then he also states that he doesn't even believe that Deontay Wilder could hurt Tyson Fury. David Haye almost lost it at that point when David Hayes stated that you don't believe that Deontay Wilder could hurt him, but he dropped him twice. And he was obviously out in the 12th round and didn't know how he got there and got up. He said, well, his punching power is overrated. Any man could get hit and get knocked down. Wow. Everybody except Deontay Wilder, because we haven't seen him hit the canvas. Especially, you know, I know there's people that say early in his career he hit the canvas, but there's no true footage of that. And when it matters, and when he stepped up in his career, he hasn't hit the canvas. He's only been visibly hurt once, and that was against Luis Ortiz in the 7th round of their first fight. Now, I know people say in the 12th round he got hurt by Tyson Fury. Okay, let's say that's the case. He still didn't hit the canvas. And just like Big John Fury said, in the 12th round of a fight, you should be able to finish a guy if you truly have power. And he's saying that Tyson Fury has all types of power. So that was the 12th round as well. And Deontay Wilder pretty much gave everything he had at that point in time in the 12th round. And yet Tyson Fury wasn't able to knock him down or truly do any type of damage to him. So what does that say about Tyson Fury power? Big John stated that Tyson Fury has more power than Deontay Wilder. I beg to differ. And anybody that watched the sport of boxing would beg to differ. And ironically enough, his son, Tyson Fury, who's the one that's exchanging punches with Deontay Wilder, states that, and exchanging leather with him, states that Deontay Wilder is the hardest hitter in the history of the sport of boxing. Yet his dad is stating that he has no power. How does that work? Obviously, he has some power because the man that's actually exchanging the leather with him is saying that that's the most power he's ever felt in his career. Right. So with that said, there's always going to be a buildup. There's always going to be a lot of discrediting the opponent. But discredit your opponent to the point where you have nothing that you could point to say that he does good is ridiculous, to say the least. And now I'm starting to believe, and then he goes on to say, Deontay Wilder can't deal with a guy the size of Tyson Fury. And that's the problem. Tyson Fury went in the fight too light. But he wasn't in shape. But he went in the fight too light, and he needed to gain weight. So now he gained weight. And now he's going to be absolutely too big. And Deontay Wilder, with his little legs, doesn't belong in the ring with Tyson Fury. He showed that the first time. But yet, he didn't get the decision. He said he won the fight 12 rounds to 2. You can't win the fight 12 rounds to 2 when you got knocked down twice. That's the 2 points. So essentially, that's 4 rounds for Deontay Wilder. Now, you could say he won 8-4. You could say that, but you can't win 10-2. Because a knockdown in 12th round, that he means he won that round by 2 points. And he won the 9th round by 2 points. 2 knockdowns in a fight. That's 4 points. 2 10-8 rounds. So it's not possible he can knock him down twice and have a 10-12 round, 10-2 scorecard, right? So with that said, I believe that, and then he goes on to state that Deontay Wilder can't get better. He has no room for growth. He's on the downside of his career, and you saw he had no mobility in the fight with Ortiz, the rematch, the second fight. He had no mobility. He just waited for the right hand that he has no power in, and he clipped Ortiz on his forehead and knocked him out, but he has no power. Not on the chin, not on the nose, not on the temple. On his forehead is what he knocked Luis Ortiz out, but he has no power. So this leads me to believe that Tyson Fury, there's confusion within the camp, and I believe that Tyson Fury is over rating himself and underestimating Deontay Wilder. Not that he shouldn't, but I believe that they don't understand that Deontay Wilder has room for growth. And they're underestimating the fact that he was impatient, right? That was the biggest fight in his career that he's ever been in. They're overlooking these things, right? And granted, Tyson Fury should have tons of confidence. He's a great fighter. He should have tons of confidence. But I believe that they're drastically overlooking Deontay Wilder and his room for growth and his room to make adjustments. He doesn't believe that Deontay Wilder can make adjustments. And they're sadly mistaken. He's going to make adjustments. He won't be overzealous. He's going to hide the right hand. He said he does not have a jab. David Hay and Paulie Malignaggi beg to differ. They both stated that Deontay Wilder does have a right jab. I mean, he does have a jab. Paulie Malignaggi stated that Deontay Wilder doesn't have a better jab than Tyson Fury, but he says he does have a jab when he so chooses to use it, right? David Hayes says that Deontay Wilder is overlooked. His boxing ability is drastically overlooked, and he stated that he's been in the ring with him multiple times in training. He says, I've been in the ring. I know this guy can absolutely box. It's just that when he gets a guy hurt, he gets overzealous. That's when he gets wild and sloppy, and he's looking for the knockout. He says, but if Deontay Wilder makes the adjustment and knocks Tyson Fury out, right? He says, makes the adjustment in box, he can knock Tyson Fury out. And he believes he will knock Tyson Fury out. So I believe that they're underestimating Deontay Wilder. They're overlooking Deontay Wilder. I believe Deontay Wilder is going to make a lot of adjustments. He's going to surprise Tyson Fury. He's going to surprise the team. They're not going to have any answers for it because I believe that they're going in this fight with one game plan and one game plan only. It's to press forward and look for a knockout. And I believe that that's going to work against them. And they're overlooking him, like David Hayes said. And he's going to make the adjustments. Paulie Malignaggi is one that don't believe Deontay Wilder can make adjustments because he asked David Hay, what adjustments can he make? Well, he could stop being overzealous like David Hay said, and that's what I've been saying. He could be more patient with his jab to the solar plex, jab to Tyson Fury body, and hide the right hand. Point blank and period. And like David Hay said, I believe that that's an absolute mistake for Tyson Fury to just go throw caution in the wind, press forward, and look for the knockout. Because your momentum coming forward doubles his momentum going forward. So it's going to double his punching power with you going forward and pressing action. So let's see how this plays out. Like I told y'all before, I believe it's fool's gold what took place in the 12th round of the first fight when Tyson Fury got up. He had success. I believe Deontay Wilder was deflated. You know, seeing Tyson Fury got up, he was shocked. And when Tyson Fury got up, he truly didn't have anything left. And so Tyson Fury had success with Deontay Wilder pressing forward because he had to press forward. He couldn't fight off the back foot because he was hurt. And so he had success against Deontay Wilder coming forward in the second half of the 12th round when he got up off the canvas. And I believe that that's what they're pointing to as a reference for their game plan. And I believe that that's an absolute mistake, and Deontay Wilder's going to capitalize on that. I can't wait till February 22nd to roll around. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.